In today's video, I'm going to be discussing $2,200 Social Security checks and bonus payments. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know, as well as what they're now saying right here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video with those buttons right down below. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Button right down below. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate your support. We've all got to stick together right now. It is such a weird time out there. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it and talk about it. All right, so this $2,200 Social Security check and bonus payment situation is coming from the situation that we've been dealing with and hearing about for so very long now, and lawmakers have been wrestling around with for a very long time, and they have not come together on a solution quite yet. What is it? Social Security insolvency. Now, that's not totally the focus of this video, but it certainly is a common theme that I do want to bring to your attention because they are eyeing these $2,200 checks of Social Security beneficiaries and also labeling these as bonus payments as well. Now, I want to point all this out going forward because anybody out there getting any type of reasonable benefit right now may potentially have some benefits at risk going forward. Now, I want to emphasize this really quickly. I'm not here to scare anybody. I'm not here to instill fear in anybody. It's not my style, but rather I want to share with you the details of what I've been reading about and what they're discussing going forward. Because here's the thing. They don't have a solution yet. That's the problem, right? The problem is when lawmakers don't have a solution and they don't have a plan, anything is fair game at that point, right? That is the problem, okay? If they had a clear plan and they knew exactly what they were going to do here and the approach going forward, we could clearly just look at that and be like, well, this is the plan. This is very easily understood. We can clearly see who this is going to impact, what benefits is going to impact, anything like that going forward. The problem is we don't know the plan. There's like a million different options out there. Okay, maybe there's not a million, but there's a lot of different options. You've heard me talk about all the bills, the packages, the proposals, the concepts, the ideas, all the things that are out there. You've heard me talk about all of them. It's nuts, all the different things that they're thinking about, they're talking about to change Social Security. And what is the main focus of this? To avoid insolvency. That's the whole thing, right? They talk about this all the time, and we know this is a major issue. But anyway, so here's what they're discussing, okay? Now, there's this line in the sand, okay? Generally right around this equilibrium number of about $2,200 a month in Social Security benefits, okay? It could be higher, it could be lower, but generally right around this $2,200. There's multiple different iterations of how they're approaching this, okay? But here's the definition and basically the title or basically the label, that's the word I'm looking for, the label of what they've identified these benefits as, okay? So they basically say that there's beneficiaries out there getting benefits all across the board, which there are, right? There's people getting a couple $100 a month. There's people getting $1,000 a month. There's people getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, almost $5,000 a month right now in benefits. The spread across the board of people getting different benefit amounts is huge, right? So that's kind of the problem, is that some people are getting very little and some people are getting quite a bit. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. So they've identified these payments as either, number one, bonus payments, $2,200 or more per month, or they've also identified them as safety net checks as basically anything under $2,200 a month. Now, again, it's kind of a gray line in the sand, that $2,200 a month, okay? It's kind of generally around that. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but kind of around that range they're identifying as bait. Anything above that is basically called a bonus payment. Anything below that is basically a safety net payment. Okay, that's fine, okay? That's just kind of how they're identifying this. But here's what they're doing, discussing anyway, going forward, okay? And again, like I said, there's multiple different iterations about this, of how this may be approached. But here's what they're basically suggesting is that anybody that gets these bonus payments, or so-called bonus payments as I'm talking about here, they're basically suggesting that these individuals, number one, maybe should no longer get COLA raises, right? Okay, so this is iteration number one. Again, there's like multiple different ideas that circle around this. But they're suggesting is, number one, anybody getting above these levels should maybe no longer be getting COLA raises, because here's the thing, it's a pretty nice benefit anyway. And if somebody's getting, say, I don't know, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, and let's just say that we get a 3% COLA, a $3,000 per month benefit And a 3% COLA is an extra $90 a month for that beneficiary. A $4,000 monthly payment and a 3% COLA is an extra $120 a month for that person. It's a lot of extra money. When you're talking about millions of people getting these monthly benefits at these levels, you're talking about a ton of extra money going out of Social Security every single month and year because of high benefits, and a little COLA being applied to a big benefit amount actually translate into quite a bit of money, right? We're talking hundreds of dollars a month, thousands of dollars a year, and that translates into a lot of money for Social Security every single year, right? Going out the door. So anyway, that's number one. Is the idea is maybe we should no longer be implementing the COLAs for these beneficiaries. They're already sitting on a nice monthly benefit, right? Next, they've also suggested maybe the top 10% or so. Again, I've seen some different numbers out there, but roughly the top 10% generally is kind of the theme that I've seen a lot, which is top 10% of beneficiaries. Again, those people getting the top highest 10% of benefits start shaving their benefits down a little bit. Now, again, there's different iterations around this as well. There's a lot of different moving parts here, but I've seen different figures about a 1% decrease per year for X period of time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, something like that. And eventually their benefits would come down a bit, which again, probably upset a lot of beneficiaries. I mean, don't get me wrong, benefits would be going down at that point, but it's a very small incremental change, right? A 1% decrease to benefits is like not that much, right? If you're talking about somebody with a $4,000 monthly benefit, a 1% decrease would be $40 a month. Are they going to lose it? I mean, are they going to miss it? Probably not really. I mean, realistically, probably not, right? A $40 per month decrease is like, it's not that bad. But at the end of the day, they probably want that money and they probably need that money to some capacity, right? So anyway, that's another one that's out there as well. Well, anyway, the whole point behind this is basically saying, hey, anybody's getting a high benefit of $2,200 or more per month is basically getting bonus payments. They've also found from their studies as well that anybody that generally gets these higher benefit amounts, again, $2,200, $3,000, $4,000 per month from Social Security, they generally have other income sources. Maybe they have large portfolio income. Maybe they have dividend income. Maybe they have annuity income. Maybe they have a pension. Again, the list goes on and on. Maybe they have real estate holdings. Maybe they have other investments out there that are paying them, or that they have a large lump sum amount of money in. So that's what they continue to find, is that generally higher income beneficiaries or higher benefit amount beneficiaries have other sources of income and generally look at their monthly benefit check as a potential bonus payment on top of a supplement to their other retirement income. Whereas somebody generally getting a benefit under, again, a little bit under, whatever, anywhere below that $2,200 a month or so mark, generally relies on Social Security for the bulk of their income, or solely relies on their Social Security benefit for all of their monthly income. Does that kind of make sense, right? And again, I think a lot of us can probably agree with this, that that's probably mostly true, right? I mean, here's the thing. If you're receiving, say, a $1,500, a $1,200, a $1,000, a $900 monthly benefit, do you have other income sources? I'm just going to go ahead and guess, probably not. If you do, it's probably minimal. It's maybe a little bit of interest on a savings account. Maybe it's a small, portfolio account. Maybe you're getting a little bit of dividend income. Maybe you have a small pension, something like that. But again, generally, I'm going to say probably not. That's the case for most people. So this is probably not all that too far-fetched to say that people getting multiple thousands of dollars per month from Social Security is generally more of a bonus payment. Again, I'm probably saying that's probably pretty accurate, okay? Now, again, everybody's situation is very different. I don't know everybody's situation. I can't sit here and be like, well, yeah, this is just a blanket statement for everybody. That would not be very smart of anybody to say, because that's not the case. Everybody's situation is very different. We can't sit here and pretend like we know everybody's situation and act like we know exactly what they're going through, right? But anyway, this is where it all comes from, okay? So anyway, we want to continue watching this going forward. And again, there's so many different iterations. I could literally sit here for probably, I mean, realistically, I could sit here for an hour, probably longer, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, going through all these different iterations that are out there that I've seen right around this $2,200 bonus payment amount or whatever, okay? Right around this dollar amount range, okay, as far as all the different things that they want to do. But basically, this is kind of the line in the sand that they're looking at as far as like, hey, if anybody's getting benefits above this amount, we should maybe start thinking about either, number one, reducing their payment a little bit to keep a little bit of insolvency in the program, stop giving benefit raises to these people because of the COLA, and maybe explore some of these other options as well, okay? Now, again, this would help insolvency a little bit. Is it going to fix the problem? No, it's not going to fix the problem in its entirety, but will it help? Yeah, absolutely it would help, right? Everything that they do to keep money into the Social Security trust fund is going to help basically insolvency at some point, right? But the problem is as well, more beneficiaries are drawing on benefits every single day, putting more and more basically liability on the program to pay out those benefits. And again, that's okay. That's totally fine. If somebody's eligible for the benefit and they want to claim it, then take it. You've earned it. You've spent your whole life working and earning it. You should take it. I mean, by all means, they had no regrets taking money out of your paycheck every month, right? Do you think they did? Did they write you a little letter every single week and said, hey, sorry, we took your money again and we feel so bad about it? No, I'm sorry. They've never done that, right? They don't do that. They take, and then maybe someday in the future you'll receive, okay? They don't feel bad when they take your money through Social Security payroll taxes. So when it's time for you to start claiming, by all means, take your money back, okay? That's the whole name of the game here, right? Get your money back that they've taken throughout your entire life. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. This video is getting kind of long here, but I'm going to leave it at that. Again, I can always come back in future videos and I can elaborate further, but this is a big topic in and of itself. I think they're kind of onto something here. I don't know if this is going to fix the problem, in its entirety. I don't think so, but it certainly would help a little bit. And just want to break that down for you here in this video. I hope this helps. So please subscribe down below if you haven't done so. Share the video with your friends on social media. Again, share button down below. Like the video. Give it a big old thumbs up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Otherwise, leave your comments, questions, feedback. Subscribe to the channel. Go back and check out the other videos here on the channel, including the thousands in the video library. The ones I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now, pop on up on your screen. You'll see some videos there as well. Enjoy. Take your selection now, and I'll catch you.